One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little am I looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We are going.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All right, let's go. Come on. Hey, 626. Zoom.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now a first down throw. Gone. Throw complete lane side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 1st and 10. Goff going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Goff. Oh, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's caught outright by Graham. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now it's Rodgers, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Rodgers again now. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down. Almost back to the drawing board.
Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Flushed out right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now gone. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. On first and goal, Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. From the 2 now, second and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at the 45. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. All right. Let's go. Let's go over here.
Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Newton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 yards there at a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run with Montgomery. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Reset. Hey, easy.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Crosby puts it through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the Rams getting set to go now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. To throw is Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 44 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now Goff on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
To throw is Rodgers on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Lets this one rip toward Graham. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now he's flushed out right. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, come on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Rodgers, eluding the pressure. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Goff. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Bo Scarborough taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him at 190 receiving yards now. He's putting on a show. He also has a 1st down. Now Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
On 1st down, it's gone. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
2 for 1.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got this one down to the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this 2nd half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
319.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
319. 158.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
319.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. Flushed out right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
158. Let's go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The toss play to Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Crosby puts it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
DC!
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Again they run with Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Jump out! 319! 158! 319!
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team,